We want to invite each of you to Acts Ministries 2020 Virtual Women's Conference. We're celebrating 30 years of ministry here, and for each decade we have a speaker. So we are preparing for not only the Ministries Conference, but we have a concert which will include our featured guest artist, Jacqueline Carr. So join us and don't miss this. Share it with someone and invite someone online. You can go to our website, actsministriesonline.org, for more information.
Welcome to the Word to Empower podcast, featuring Bishop Frank Stewart, pastor of the Acts Ministry in Conway and North Little Rock, and now Pastor Stewart.
His hearing the voice of God at this stage have been corrupted. Have you ever turned on a radio station and there was so much static but you keep messing with the knob and sometimes it comes in clear and then it goes out and it comes in clear? And you're listening to it and you're listening to the game and then it goes out, and when it come back, everybody's cheering, but you missed the most important part of it, the score. There are things in life that can put us in a situation where God is trying to communicate with us, but sometimes we're just so busy that God is screaming from heaven, doing everything he can to get our attention so that we would do it right, but we just don't hear. Have you ever been guilty of not hearing from God? We as parents and we as leaders that have people following us, we have to make sure that we're in tune with God. Because when we're not in tune with God, people die. When we're not in tune with God, bad things happen to people. Here is Tamar. Can you see her? Suffering in silence. Now, this is what God says. And I'm almost there, almost done. He says, I have too many people suffering in silence. It's too many people that you're speaking and preaching to every Sunday that are suffering in silence. Now, to some folks, that's not a big deal, but to God, it's a big deal. Because he loves us so much that he's not willing for us to go through another day of suffering. Oh, that's good. Huh? And many times the church don't get that. Church don't understand that. Because we get caught up with our rules and our regulations and our times and our programming, and we're busy. We don't realize the heart of God. In the Bible, in the Gospel of Luke, there was a woman that was bowed together. She was bent over and she couldn't walk. She'd been like that for 18 years, barely could walk because she was bent over. When Jesus saw her, immediately he spoke to that situation. No. It was the Sabbath. He knew he was going to get in trouble. Look at somebody and say, he just can't stand to see me go through that kind of stuff. He just can't stand to see me go through unnecessary suffering. I got his heart. He's into me. Intimacy. God is into me, and it hurts him to see me go through things that I don't have to go through. He loves me. He loves me. And when Jesus saw it, he said, woman, you're loose from that. Watch this. The pastor of the church, the ruler of the synagogue says, is there not 6 days? You know what he's saying? Why come you couldn't wait 24 hours? Look at somebody say, he can't stand to see me go through like that. He can't stand to see me suffer unnecessary. Whenever I suffer for him, it's productivity. Suffering for Christ never includes diseases and sickness. Persecution is what he's talking about. He's not talking about suffering and the stuff that we put ourselves through with unnecessary and bad decisions and bad choices, even when we do it to ourselves.
Stay tuned for more of Frank Stewart. And now for some special announcements.
Thanks for partnering with the Acts Ministries. We value your service and your donations. That's why we've made it easy to make contributions to support our ministry. Simply go to your web browser and click the search bar and type in actsministriesonline.org. Then click Donate Online. It's really that easy. For mobile giving, text the amount you wish to donate to 501-302-4242. That's Simple Give.
And now, more of Pastor Frank Stewart.
God, wow, he just released somebody. Somebody just got the revelation. They're gonna get healed today at the altar. Matter of fact, he's already done it. They're just waiting on the touch at the altar. God. And we take the advice of somebody that we think know what's best for us, and we do like Absalom said. Don't take it to heart. Be quiet. Don't say anything. But all the time, Tamar done ripped her garment of many colors, and she has been deflowered. I got to do this. You've seen a rose, and you know what it looked like when you pull all the petals off of it? The picture what it looked like in full bloom, and then what it looks like when you pull everything off of it. And you say to me, Pastor, that's so painful. Why deal with that? Well, I know a secret. The same God that put Humpty, the same God that put Brother Humpty and Sister Dumpty back. Oh, can I be real? Have you ever been broken to the point of look like no return? But you came to church. Have you ever suffered for years in silence? But you came to church one day. If I was just dealing with all the king's horses and all the king's men, I wouldn't preach this sermon. But I'm dealing with the king himself. I wish I had somebody to just jump up and say, I was Humpty one day. I wish I had somebody to jump up and testify and say, oh! I wish I had somebody that was broken and didn't think you could get back together because glue wouldn't work. I said glue wouldn't work. And the steps wouldn't work. And you had tried all of that, and you felt even more broken and even more violated when you went through all of that. But there's somebody. There's somebody that can make me look like the rose that I was designed to be. And you know what he's saying right now? Meet me at the altar. Oh, God. The God of glory said, meet me at the altar. You have suffered, come on, altar workers. You have suffered in silence long enough. And so what are you saying, Pastor? What are you saying? We're going to minister to you. We're going to speak to you. And we have resources. If you've suffered in silence, I am here to direct you to the people that you need to be in contact with. But it starts with God. And it ends with God. And in between that process, there are counselors and psychologists and psychiatrists. There's medication. What God has placed on this planet, yeah, he could do it with a word. But he knew that some of our faith wouldn't be there. He knew there was other situations. So since grace says, since you don't have enough faith, I'll give you another remedy. He's going to heal you or you'll be able to look at yourself in the mirror again. I'm talking to teens and I'm talking to preteens. I'm talking. See, my mother had no clue to how much I was suffering with my father never being there. And as a man, even as a boy, I can't. She's working 2 jobs. She's trying to take care of 6 kids. What do you do? Look at somebody and say, suck it up. Tell them it's not working, though. Sucking it up don't work. Sooner or later, you're going to have an explosion. And somebody's right at the point of exploding. Exploding and destroying your marriage. Exploding and destroying your life. Whew, that's good, Father. Whew, that's good. Man, I wish somebody would have preached this to me about 40 years ago when I was a preteen. I wish the church would have opened this door in the midst of my suffering. Stand up, everybody. Stand up. Now, y'all think these children just coming? See, let me let you in on a secret. I was hearing the voice of God when I was that age. Listen, seeing angels. Let me tell you, if you think children don't have, and teens and preteens,
For mobile giving, text the amount you wish to donate to 501-302-4242.
The Acts Church in North Little Rock is located at 1224 Franklin Street. Bible study is each Wednesday at 6:30 p.m. For more information, go to actsministriesonline.org or give us a call at 501-329-2055.
Thank you for tuning in to the Acts Ministry Podcast. The Acts Church is located at 1423 England Street in Conway and 1224 Franklin Street in North Little Rock, Arkansas. Tune in each day to hear an inspiring word from Pastor Frank Stewart.
We want to invite each of you to Acts Ministries 2020 Virtual Women's Conference. We're celebrating 30 years of ministry here, and for each decade we have a speaker. So we are preparing for not only the Ministries Conference, but we have a concert which will include our featured guest artist, Jacqueline Carr. So join us and don't miss this. Share it with someone and invite someone online. You can go to our website, actsministriesonline.org, for more information.